Welcome to my channel. In the previous video, we saw about loops and conditional statements. In this video, we will see about functions in Python. So let's see what is a function. A function is a block of code that can be executed whenever the function is called. This is a simple explanation for a function. There are various types of functions in Python. Built-in functions, user-defined functions, Lambda functions, and recursive functions. Let's see the functions one by one. First, let's see the built-in functions. As you see here, the print function, the type function, sum function, these are the functions are called built-in functions, which comes within the Python itself. So they are called built-in functions. So if we run this code, the result will be hello. The type, it will get the type of the data. Then the sum function will sum up the list values. So these are the results, hello, and the class type is float, and the sum of the list is 15. So the next type of function is called user defined functions, where we create our own functions. So here I am creating some arithmetic functions like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So let me run this. So these are the results. So I'm using the title string center method with a value of 80. So this string got printed in the center of the screen. So if you haven't know about this function, there is a video called string functions. There you can able to see the various functions of string data type. So let's see what I did here is I'm calling the functions by the name. So this blue color add is a function name, then value 1, value 2 are the parameters or arguments. Once we are passing the arguments to the function can do any operation to those variables, or we can able to do some changes also. If I want value plus 1, then I can give value 1 plus 1. So there will be an addition operation for the single value itself. So that these arguments or parameters will be a local variable for this function itself. So as we seen before, there is a two types of variables, scope, actually local scope and global scope. There is also a video available, you can able to watch it also. So here I am using just calling the function with the parameters, the numbers 10 and 20. So these are the results, addition results, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So there are two types of functions in user defined functions, right? The first one is parameterized function. The next one is non-parameterized function. Parameterized means whenever we are passing a parameter or an argument to a function, then that function is called parameterized function. When we don't pass any argument or a parameter, then it is called non-parameterized function. This is a simple example. I'm using the previous addition example itself. So here I'm declaring a function add underscore p with a parameter value 1, value 2, and I'm returning the addition value. So this is parameterized function because I'm passing a parameters. This is non-parameterized because I didn't pass any parameter or argument to the function. Instead, I'm getting the input from the user itself with the help of input function. So let me run this. So this function will get loaded. If I use the parameterized function, then the result will be, if I'm giving the 10 and 20, the result will be 30. So the parameters get passed and the addition will get returned. If I'm using non-parameterized function, then this will be the result. Let me run this. The function will ask for the numbers. I'm giving 30 and 30. So the result is 60. This is non-parameterized function. The next subcategories of user-defined functions are fruitful functions and non-fruitful functions. So the fruitful function is a whenever the function returns some value, then the function is called fruitful function. Then the vice versa. Whenever the function does not return any value, then the function is called non-fruitful function. So I'm using the same example with addition. I'm declaring the function. If I'm running the function, the function will return something, the same operation here. Giving the input. So the same thing here. So this is a different types of functions under user defined functions. So the next one is lambda functions. So lambda functions can have any number of arguments but only one expression. Then the expression can evaluated and returned. Lambda functions can be used whenever function objects are required. So the syntax of this function is lambda keyword, then argument, colon, expression. For example, here I am declaring a function called double. Here the result will be stored. I'm using lambda function, lambda, then x is an argument, and I'm multiplying the x with 2. So the result will based on the expression here. So I'm giving the input as 5, so the result is 10. So the 5 into 2 is 10. So the result is multiplied by 2. This is a lambda function in Python. So the last kind of function are called recursive function. A recursive function can be defined as a routine or a function that calls itself directly or indirectly. Whenever a function calling itself repeatedly, then those functions are called recursive functions. So here an example of factorial of a given number. Okay, so here we are using the recursive function because we are calling the function in the return statement. So the function will call again the function. So the function will get repetitive, then the result will be produced in the function itself if the condition is satisfied. To understand this code, we have one website here called Python Visualizer, where we can able to visualize the code by just pasting and checking whenever the which operation is happening. I already pasted the program, so I am clicking next. So initially the object is created for the function f of x. The next one, we are giving the number 10. You can able to see, I think. Let me zoom it. So here the number 10. So then we will give the 10 value to the factorial. So here's the function, recursive function starts. So it will check whether the x is equal to 1 or not. If it's equal to 1, then the program will return 1. Otherwise, it will multiply the value of another factorial. Like so, it will call once again. So the factorial will return 9, x minus 1, because 10 minus 1 is 9. So we will go repeatedly all the 10 values. So the result will be, let me go to the previous one. So the result is 3928800. This is the result of the factorial of 10. So this is how the recursive function works. So the same program I'm used in this Python example. So the result is similar. So there are some advantages and disadvantages in recursive functions. So advantages are, it makes the code look clean and elegant. Then we can able to break the bigger problems into sub-problems using regressions. With the help of regression, we can able to generate a sequence easier than with the help of nested iteration method. Then some of the disadvantages are, The logic behind the regression are hard to follow. So it is difficult to understand where the function is going if the logic is complex. So the second point is recursive calls are expensive because it takes a lot of memory and time. So the memory space efficiency we have to consider while programming, and the time complexity also. So next one is the functions are hard to debug. So these are the some of the disadvantages in regression. So in the next video we will see about another topic. So thank you.